As we discussed today, we are going to talk about REST API. Fine. And please, you can make it more interactive by asking the questions. So you guys are ready to ask questions?
Yep.
Yes.
At least you should say yes, right? Because recording is going on, right? If you do not speak or not reply immediately, you know what's problem is? The session will become very monotonous. Yes, you know. So
Yes.
far in whole flow, right? You should say yes, sir. People, oh my God, what happening? Why people are crying? You got a point?
Yeah.
Yep. So let me tell you the a flow of the project, right? So right now there is a presentation layer which is designed in JSP. Say yes. So this
Yep.
GUI is used to take input from the user. Am I right? You have nice text box, nice radio button, nice drop down. Say yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So after that, when you are sending your data is going to controller.
Controller.
Remember?
Yeah.
Yes.
And this is done in a steady session, I guess. So controller is receiving data from where?
Database.
The
No.
GUI.
GUI.
It is taking input from the GUI, right? Then it is passing this data to
Service.
another
Service.
layer that is called service layer. And service layer concept we had introduced yesterday with reason, right? If you want to
Yeah.
really know why service layer was introduced, watch my yesterday recording. Clear?
Yeah.
So service layer is there. Service layer is actually a mediator between your controller and DAO layer. DAO layer should be loosely coupled with the controller. That's why we introduce service layer yesterday, right? And
Yeah.
whatever classes we are using in DAO layer, we should not use in controller. And whatever classes we are using in controller, we should not use
In Dahlia.
Dollar.
DAO layer. That's why yesterday we had created two POJO classes. POJO. POJO stand for
Plain Java object.
plain old Java object. Make sense?
Yeah.
So that's why your DTO and entity class concept was introduced, right? Okay, have you seen, I don't know, small kid classes? Their teacher says, say yeah, A. What small kid says? A, right?
Yeah.
B. Then they say B. I want that. Got it?
Yes.
Yep. I want, everybody should be very happy in my session. I don't like, boring people. No. Yeah, of course, let's enjoy, man. Why you should be serious? I'm telling
Yeah.
you, if you go in my style, you'll get a job for sure. If you are following each and everything, and if you're not getting job, come to me. It won't be happen. I'm telling you, right?
Yeah.
Getting job is not a big deal. Main thing is once you get a job, you have to survive. That's about all this issue is. Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is your service layer and DAO layer. Eventually, DAO layer is talking to MySQL database. And who is the mediator in this? Mediator is JDBC template. If you remember,
Yeah.
JDBC template bean is helping you to interact with database.
Between
You know
DAO
it, right?
and MySQL. Yeah.
Exactly. So here your input is always coming to the controller. How man? Using some form data. Remember?
Yeah.
I am using form element or not in the
Yeah.
presentation layer
Yes.
code.
Yes.
So there is a form. So data coming from GUI to the controller. How?
Mm.
Using
Form.
form element, right? I told you form element in HTML is used to send data from client to
Server.
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 So client is sending data to the server. How man? Using which element? Using HTML. Can you help me?
Form.
Form
Form.
element,
Form element.
right? So once HTML client is sending data using form element, or you may be using query parameter also, right? You know query parameter after question mark.
Yeah.
Remember in
Yes.
the URL, this is called query parameter. So you are sending data using query parameter, and in query parameter, your data goes inside the header, right? But in case of form data, your data goes inside the request body, right? That's differences.
Can you
And
repeat that? Sorry.
yeah, in case of query parameter, actually your request, when you make a request from client to server, you send a request object, and this request object comprises two things, header and body,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
So header is a small part, body is the bigger part. So when data goes in the body, right? In case of form, data goes inside the body, right? And you can send a lot of data in the body. But in
Okay.
query, in case of query parameter, your data does not goes in the body. It goes in the header, right? In this portion. So in
Got it.
header, you can send only limited data. So if you have large data, it's always good to send in the
Body.
body. Please remember it. If your data is smaller data, you can send in the header, right? So you can make a two kind of request, header and body together, and you can make a request with header only, which will be faster with header only. Am I right? Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
So when you send data using get method, you have only header, you don't have body. But when you send data using post, you have header and body both, right? So among get and post, which will be the faster?
Yes.
Get, because get
Got
has only header. This is slower compared to it, right? But limitation of get is you can send the limited data. In post, you can send
More data.
unlimited data, more data, right? No limit. But in get, we have limit. Nice. So when you send data, either query parameter or form element of HTML from client to server, controller take your data and pass to the service layer. Service layer do processing and pass to DAO. DAO hit your database, right? Or fetch some data and pass back to service layer. And then controller. And controller eventually return what kind of response, man? HTML response as a GSP. Remember? Controller
Yes.
always return GSP and GSP produce HTMLs. Got it?
Yes.
Yes.
So basically, in this situation, in this whole flow, controller is returning what kind of response? HTML response. That's
Right.
why you are seeing very beautiful pages. This is clear to you?
Yeah.
But in REST, if you convert your project in REST API, in REST API, you are not going to send your data in the form. No, there is no present GUI, right? Actually, in
Okay.
REST API, your data will always go in the raw format. Raw format? What do you mean by that? Everything would be same, but data sending and producing will be changed. What? Actually, in REST API, you will send your data what? Raw format. Are you following me? You are sending your request, right? There again, we have header and body. Say yes? Yeah.
Yes.
Everything is as it is, only data format is changed. In previous case, data was going either in query parameter or it was going with form element. Now it will go as a raw data. Your question maybe tell me what do you mean by the raw data, right? Raw data will go and your controller will receive the raw data and again it will do the processing in the same way, right? No difference. But it will produce what kind of data again as a
Raw,
response? Raw data. Your question may be, I really super duper confused with
raw data.
raw data. Make sense?
Yeah.
Response and request. Response and request both contains two parts. Request contains header and body. Please remember it. Response also contains
Header and
header
body.
and body. In body, you send actual response. Header contains metadata. I will tell you about it. When you make a request, right? So header contains many things. I will teach you, right? Header contains your host, right? Which host you are sending request, right? Which method you are using, get your post, right? And many more detail. Hmm? All the meta information goes to header from the client to server, and data goes inside the body. Make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So here raw data means there is a different representation of the data, like JSON is there, right? TXT is there, right? And XML is there. These are called raw data. What?
Raw
Hey,
data.
raw data means
Raw data.
this data is not beautiful, like colored. No, raw data. Let me show you some example of raw data, right? So suppose you are sending this is Nagin. This is raw data. Clear? Yep. Are you following me? And
Yes.
you can have JSON representation. JSON is the data representation format. It stand for,
JavaScript object notation.
oh my God, who is my friend? JavaScript object notation. Clear? Yep.
Yeah.
And in JSON, your data goes always like curly bracket open and close. This is the representation. Let me show you some example of JSON data. Ready? Let me make a class. My class is, dog?
Yeah.
String, name of the dog is Tommy, right? But this is Java object. Say yes.
Yeah.
And color is, no, not color. Integer age equals to 2. This is dog data, right? You can make an object of it using
New.
default constructor, because default
Yeah.
constructor already we have done in core Java session. You can watch my core Java recording day 4, right? Constructor. This is default constructor, right? So when you
Mm-hmm.
make the object of it, dog would be created. But that dog would have how many attribute?
What would the
Age
attribute there?
and
2.
string.
2
Name and
attribute, right? Let me show an example of dog. Today, I'm in mood to make my diagrams. It's okay, right? So let's take a dog. This is a very nice dog. No?
Yes.
Yep. Oh my God. Little. So if you talk about attribute of it, name equals to Tommy, right? And age equals to 2, right?
Right.
But same data, if you want to represent in JSON format, how it looks like. Hey man, Java object, I want to convert into which representation?
JSON.
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 In JSON, it is going to look like this, right? Curly bracket open and close. I told you, curly bracket open and close means JSON. An attribute name you can use in double quotes, right? Name, then colon, and here you can write value in double quotes. I hope you got the idea. Then second attribute you can use say comma, right? And here you can use again what? Age. Got it? Key will be always in double quotes, right? Attribute name like name, age will be always in double quotes, then colon. Value could be in double quotes, without double quotes, depend on. Like string is
Data
always
type.
in double quotes and 2 is an integer, so you can write like this. So this is the JSON representation of it. You got it?
Yeah.
So this kind of data you will always send as a JSON inside the request body. Make sense? Yep. So in
Okay.
REST API, your data
What is
goes
the
into which
advantage?
format? Yeah, of course. I'm offering you the sweets, right? And you are saying why I should eat sweet, right? Man, sweet is very good thing. Eat it, right? I'll tell you after some time. Got it?
And it will cause us diabetes also, right?
Pardon? What is it?
There is high chance of getting diabetes
No,
if we
that's
eat
fine.
too much sweet.
You are, that's why I'm telling you, you are small kids, right? I told you already in the beginning. Yes, there was reason behind it. Got it? And so this is
Yes.
not applicable for small kids. Got it? I'm teaching
Yes, sir.
only the people who are 20 years old, not more than that. Okay? Done. So man, I'm sending raw data and it will also produce raw data. Got it?
Okay.
Hello? You may be sending JSON data, right? And it will produce JSON data. Every information will be exchanged in the REST API. What man? REST API exchange data. How?
Raw.
REST API
Format
exchange
raw.
data in raw format. Raw
Yeah.
format is the right thing because it supports many format in raw format. Clear? See, your question is why we are sharing data in the raw format. If you share the data with raw format, any kind of application can communicate with it. It may be a web-based application, it may be Angular application, it may be mobile application. You got the benefit? What is the benefit of
Oh,
exchanging
yeah.
raw data? Raw format is exchange understand by any platform, any technology, any kind of application. So
Mm-hmm.
if you are developing your application in such a fashion so that it can exchange raw format data, it means it can communicate with any kind of application. This application you can interact with .NET. This application you can integrate with Python. This application you can integrate with PHP. This application you can integrate with
JavaScript.
Android app. Yeah, Android based application, iPhone based application. Why? Because if data is in raw format, you can you can parse it and show it in the technology based representation. I hope you got little benefit of it. Little.
Yeah.
What is the
A lot.
purpose of making REST API? If you make a REST API, this data can be exchanged by
Converted.
any other application. No need to ask, right? If you have REST API, who can talk to your who can talk with your application? Anybody can
Anyone.
talk. The REST API allows your application to exchange data. Let me write some definition. Can you help me? REST API allows REST
Exchange
API allows to exchange data, right?
in
Data
any.
between
REST API allows to exchange data in between
application developed in
two,
different language.
exactly, two different. REST API allows to exchange data between two different applications, right? Developed in different
Programming language.
language. Exactly, language. And REST API allows to exchange data in between two different applications developed in different language and platform. Platform means operating system. For example, one application is running in .NET and Windows. Other application is in Java and running on Linux. They can exchange the data, but only a prerequisite is there must be
REST
REST
API.
API in between. I hope you got a little bit idea. I'm
Yeah.
interacting with many batches. People may be saying I'm going with REST API. If I ask what REST API is, they are not able to answer it. If somebody asking what REST API is, your answer should be it is technique. It is a technology which allows data exchange between two different applications developed in different language and platform.
I have a question. So
Please go ahead.
so so for it's an exchange between two different applications, meaning like, so if we send out a raw data to, like, and then they exchange it with, let's say, JavaScript, and then they send it response back, and it's gonna be converted back to raw data and come back to me.
Exactly. This will happen. I'll show you.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
So okay, gotcha.
Anybody else have any other question, query, please? Please ask questions to make it very clear. So in this way, we are making able to make a beautiful diagram. Yes, you know? Yep. Hello.
Yeah.
Done. So let me write some code who can produce JSON data, raw data. Please allow me. What? We have to write a code which can produce raw data. Ready? Say ready.
Yeah.
So for this, I have to design a spatial controller. This controller will not work. So if you allow to me, can I make a new package for REST API?
Yeah.
Yes.
Please allow. And here I'm just changing the package name, right? So
REST
cubic
controller.
REST
based
controller.
REST dot controller. We just make it right. So you want to see my speed? Because everything is there. I told you if you know this much, you can do anything, right?
Copy paste.
Let's make for sign up controller. You want to see my speed, right? I'm copying all the code from here as it is, right?
Yes.
My dear friends. And here I want to make a new class. And my class name would be sign up.
Sign up paste
Sign up.
controller.
Thank you for helping me. REST controller, right? And here you can call, oh my God, no difference, no difference. Can you see this? Yep.
Annotation.
And here you have to, instead of using a controller, you have to use REST controller. That's it. Are you following me? And here you can use another annotation, request mapping. I will
Request
tell you, okay?
mapping.
And here you can just put some prefix.
Version.
Otherwise, all the
Yes.
URL pattern will be conflict, right?
Conflict.
So here you can write
AETS.
something v2 version. So all the URL pattern will be same, but it is going to prefix with v2, right? If you don't write v2,
Yes.
it will go to the normal controller. If you write
Yeah.
v2, it will go to this, but URL pattern are same, right? But
Yeah.
I'm telling you, here you are not supposed to return a string. What I said?
You
Not
cannot
supposed
return
to
a
return
string.
a string. No. So where you are returning a string, I'm just deleting it. No. Like here, you want to delete the data. Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Hello. This data, if you want to return a string, is okay, right? But it will go as a raw data. It will not go to the JSP, right? Delete it. So you want to delete the data? Hello.
Yes.
If you want to delete the data, right? Everything is okay, right? It will take this data and delete it. But here you have to return the message. What? Hey,
Message.
your data is no
Deleted.
JSP.
Inserted.
Your data is deleted by mistake, right? I'm just kidding. Your data is deleted successfully. Say yes. Yep.
Yes.
So this raw message will go now, right? And here, in case of update image, right? Everything is same. Only here you have to say what? He,
Message.
your image is updated.
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 And for edit, I'm not interested in edit right now. You delete it, right? Let's make a minimal thing, right? Sign up is okay. Hello. Here you can write what message? He, your record is. I'll complete it tomorrow, right?
Saved.
So in this, I will talk tomorrow. Got it? Not
Mm-hmm.
today. Today we have to focus on get mapping and this one. So here you just make this one. Are you following me? Sign up. Oh man, only one mapping I'm putting for today. Hmm? Got it? And here I told you, you don't return here. You can return your Java object, right? Because
Yes.
this data you have to return as a raw data. Here you can write list of
Yes. Sign up
and
detail.
here delete everything and return this. You got the change? Yeah.
Yes.
Hello. Here I'm returning raw data. Here I'm returning raw data. But here you have to return whole list of sign
Object.
up detail.
Sign up
So
details.
so let me run it and show. Get you can call from the browser. For other like post you are delete, right? Post, and for other thing apart from get you have to use postman, which I will show you tomorrow. So
Again,
if you allow
I
to
have a
me,
question.
please ask questions. I'm here.
So, how do you know that we are gonna use the signup.jsp?
Yeah. Actually, if it is not REST controller, right? So
Mm-hmm.
whenever you return some string, it will be converted into JSP. Now it is REST controller. When you return something, it will be directly converted into raw data. JSP will not come in the picture. You got it?
So, how do we
Why?
show the signups JSP file then?
No, that will not come. That
Oh,
signup.jsp
okay.
you will design in Angular.
Okay. We
Right?
are just gonna
For-
show the radar for now. Okay, got it.
Exactly. That will come in the picture. You just focus
Okay,
on this part today, get mapping. Let me show you,
okay.
okay? Allow me. I am going to run it. So REST API, making REST API is cup of tea or not, if you know Spring MVC and all. See? Oh man, similar, right? But only thing is here your return type is not GSP. Return type is raw data. What man? Raw data. Here you are returning string and here you are returning Java object. So you got it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And I think I have deleted one more method, which was returning a particular data, I guess, where it was.
Find by ID.
Yeah, this one we can take it, right? Let me put it. So this will return what man? If you call it, right?
List of
The,
signups.
the here use this, right? Uh, just write only one S, right? Sign up and you are passing SID in the query parameter. So it will return single sign up DTO. Make
Sign up
sense?
detail. Yeah.
You see return type? In REST API,
Yes.
your return type could be Java object. But in normal MVC, return type is always string. You see? Hello?
Yeah.
String, because we have controller. In case of controller, when you return string, it will be your JSP page. But in REST controller, it will be always return type
Object.
Java object. String Java object. It is going to convert into raw data. it is going to be converted into raw data because of
REST
REST controller.
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 REST controller, actually it is made from two controller. REST controller equals to, if you open it, it is made from two controller. This
Controller
annotation
plus.
plus response body.
Okay.
Response body is used to convert your data into raw format.
JSON or
Yeah, JSON, that's correct. If allowed to me, I can run it and show you, okay?
yes.
So guys, I'm going to show you raw data, and get you can call from the browser. For other thing we have to use Postman. I will show you tomorrow.
What is already
So 80 is already used over here, right? I don't know. You guys are able to digest or not? That's why I told you REST API can teach you in 30 minutes. Remember?
Yes.
And my job is done. You need to know only this much. If you know this much, you can do anything. Yes? Yes.
Yes, sir.
So people come to here, and here you can type localhost. Port number is 8080. I change it today. Okay. So
The version.
if you want to access JSP, right? You see JSP. Clear? But if you want to access your REST API, which can produce JSON data, what you need to do?
B2
Version.
add B2.
You could add slash v2. After that, you can type
Any
signups.
URL. Any
Let me do it.
UTI.
V2, then slash
Sign up API.
signups. Signups. Spelling is okay, right?
No.
Type it. Can you see this? Wow. If it is not looking beautiful, right? Copy this and you can open some online editor.
What
JSON link.
that? Okay.
I'll make you expert soon. No worries. Like here, you can paste it and validate the JSON. You see? Hello. This is one JSON object, right? One object. This is another object. Oh my God, automatically done. Yes, you know?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So here we have square bracket open and close because here we have array of object,
Different,
right?
different,
If you
different
Different
want
object.
object.
to, yeah, array of JSON, right? Multiple. If you want to find particular one, you can pass the ID. Let me check it. Oh man,
You have
ID
some
you have to
Yes,
ID there,
sir.
right? Yeah.
pass. Yes, ID you have to pass as a request param, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
here you have to type
Question mark
sign
and
up.
request param.
Only one sign up. Question
Three.
mark. SID equals to 3. So it will just give you the particular record. You see? Only one,
Yes.
not array, right? If you want to see in beautiful format, come online and just validate it. Hmm?
Wow.
Hello,
Magic.
you got it? Why we are doing, I will, once my API fully, it will be developed by tomorrow. Then we will use Angular and integrate it. So you will see one application will be loosely coupled, Angular running in one domain, right?
Yes.
www.baba.com, right? Where your
Mm-hmm.
presentation layer is running, and your backend will be running on some other URL, www.data.com. Hello,
Wow.
I hope you got the little bit idea about it. You tell
Yeah.
me, for teaching this REST API, it took 28 minutes so far. So
Yes.
my statement was right? Tomorrow I'll teach you more stuff about it, but I want, first of all, you should do practice of this much, right? So tomorrow
Mm-hmm.
I'll show you other operation, right? How to send JSON data, right? And all
Right.
those things. How to send, how to update, and I will also show you use of
Postman.
Postman. You got a
Postman.
point? So in
Yes.
REST API, we'll be using four method: get, put,
Post.
delete,
Post.
get, delete, post,
Put.
patch, put. Five method I'll show you. Okay.
Mm.
Again, get, post. You know it, right? Get and
Yeah.
post.
Yes.
We have to
Put.
see put, delete,
Delete.
and patch. Five
Patch.
five HTTP method is used in REST API. So people, I think this much is enough for today. So I hope tomorrow you will come with more questions. I would like to answer your questions, and top of it, we'll go with other operations. Once it is done, we'll start Angular. So guys,
Okay.
thank you so
Thank you.
much for today. I'm just stopping my session till here, and in next session, we'll talk about next topic. Thank you.